WeirDo, WeirDo 3, Extra Weird. Chapter 1. This is my mum. She looks normal, but she's not. This is Mum after she's fallen in the bin at the park. She falls in all the time when she's packing up empty cans. If she fills up her big bag, she gets $1 from the can company. A whole $1! I told you she was cheap. When we were little, Mum even told us that the ice cream shop only play his music when he's run out of ice cream. He's run out of ice cream again. Sometimes Mum finds other things in the park bins too. Look, 2 old garden gnomes. Cool. My dad and my granddad are even weirder than my mum. I was watching them fooling around on the monkey bars when I heard a scream. It was my sister, Sally. Eek! Spider! Roger, no! Lately, Roger's been picking up and eating things he really shouldn't, like gum from my shoe, worms from the backyard, noodle, eek, and an old chip that had been under the couch since dinosaur times. Oops, dropped one. Sally's scared of spiders, but I'm not. Stand back, everyone. Watch this, I said. Then I jumped up and landed hard on the other side of the seesaw. The spider went flying. Whee! Thanks, said Sally. That was close. But then all of a sudden, something way worse flew in my face. Ladybug! I ran for my life. I ran past Dad and Granddad on the monkey bars. I ran past some kids playing soccer. I ran the fastest I'd ever run before. Phew! That was close. So maybe I haven't told you yet, but I'm terrified of ladybugs. Some people are scared of spiders or ghosts or great white sharks, but nothing scares me more than those red and black little spotty monsters. Why? I don't know. Maybe because I'm extra weird. My name is WeirDo. First name Weir, last name Do. Yep, rhymes with go. I guess with a name like that, I was always going to be a bit strange. Roger is my little brother, and he isn't afraid of ladybugs. In fact, Roger isn't afraid of anything. Weir, come back, Sally called out. The ladybug's gone. Okay, I said. I love the swings. I love swinging next to Sally so we can see who can go the highest. Granddad gave us a push to get us started. I went really high, but Sally went higher. So I went higher again, and then Sally went even higher than that. But just when I thought Sally had won, something whacked me on the bottom and gave me an enormous push. I went flying. I swung so high that I went the whole way around. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! Then I heard Blake Green call out, "Hey, WeirDo, can you kick us the ball back?" I went to kick the soccer ball to him, but I completely missed and landed flat on my butt. Oof! I stood up and tried to kick the ball again. But instead of sending it flying over to where Blake and his friends were waiting, the ball went right up. Oops! Into a tree and nearly hit a bird. The bird got such a fright. Squawk! Splat! Oops! It pooped on me. Yuck! Bird poop. I picked up the bowl. This time I ran all the way over to Blake and his friends. "Here you go," I said, handing it to them. Thanks, WeirDo." "No problem at all." Chapter 2. Mummy's always on the lookout for weird contests to enter. That's because my family has weird skills that are only useful for winning stuff in weird contests. Like Mummy's great at guessing how many things fit in the other things. That car has 23 clowns in it. That sausage jug has 13 puppies in it. Last year, she entered a jelly bean guessing competition. I guess there are 367. We won! Yeah! Roger ate all 367 in one afternoon. When Granddad's robotic ear is working, he has super duper hearing. That sounds like a spider learning to juggle. One time, Granddad guessed the secret sound on the radio. Scratch, scratch. Is it a squirrel scratching its itchy bottom? You've won! Itchy bottom squirrel, itchy bottom squirrel. We won $500 and we brought Granddad a new set of teeth. His old ones were falling apart. Sally's really good at hoopla. When she grows up, she could get a job as a rhino catcher for the zoo. Now Mum has entered Dad into a talent quest at the mall. The prize, not money, not jelly beans, not even teddy bears. The prize, a year's supply of dog food. we don't even have a dog, I said to Mum. Just in case. My mum says just in case a lot. It's true, in our garage we have a camel saddle just in case we ever buy a camel. We also have an armchair just in case we ever buy a ship. We even have some jeans that are 8 size too big, just in case Dad starts eating too much. Dad's going to dance at the talent quest, so he's been practicing a lot. You might remember some of his cool moves. He's added some new ones too. All of us are helping him. Grandad showed him how to do the itchy bottom squirrel. What do you think? Not bad. Mum showed him the pick up empty cans. Roger showed him the jelly bean tummy ache. Sally showed him the rhino catching cowboy. Even Blockhead helped out with the wanna fight. Wanna fight? I showed Dad one too. I called it the ladybug shake. Next I showed him the killer whale. Dad loved them all. Do you think I'm in with a chance? He asked us. For sure, we all said. Woof woof, said Blockhead, our bird. Farter, said Roger. Farter, farter. That's right. Every time Roger tries to say father, it still comes out sounding like farter. Farter. Dad does the fart a lot. If he can dance as well as he farts, that dog food is ours. Chapter 3. Today, Henry brought his soccer ball to school so that we could practice for soccer tryouts. Who wants to play? It turned out a lot of people wanted to make the team. Bella, Claire, Wendy and even Toby the money box Hogan wanted to practice with us. Henry passed the ball to Claire and Claire passed the ball to me. I had to pass it to Bella, so I really didn't want to mess it up. I kicked the ball much harder than I needed to. The ball flew way past Bella. It went right through the staff room window. No! And knocked over 3 bowls of noodles, splashing 3 cranky teachers. Splash, splash, splash! Not again! So that's why I ended up in afternoon detention. I sat down next to James Snot at the back of the room. When you say his name fast, it sounds like James Snot, which is actually a good way to describe him, because he's one of those people who always has a runny nose. Want a tissue? What for? Plus, he's one of those kids who never laughs at anything. Even when everyone else is laughing so hard, they are on the floor. And he always goes, "It's not funny," which always sounds more like, "It's not funny." If only he could earn money making snot. If he could sell snot in a pot as craft glue, he'd be a billionaire. "What are you doing?" I asked him. "Writing." "Writing what?" "A book about boogers," he replied. "Boogers?" "Yep, there are so many kinds. Crusty ones that are like little nose rocks. Sticky ones that stick to your finger. You try to flick it off, but then it just sticks to your other finger." "The best boogers are the stretchy ones that come out like a long green noodle." "Ha! I like the booger book. How about those shy ones that hide right up the back and you just can't reach them?" "Shh! Back to work, boys," said the teacher. Since James showed up me his snot drawing, I decided to draw him some mixed up animals. First, I drew a dolphin. It looked cute until you cross it with a ladybug. Grrr. Then I drew a teddy bear. That looks okay too, until you cross it with a ladybug. Boo! Next, I drew a great white shark. Sharks are scary, but they become even scarier when you cross them with a ladybug. Rah! Then I drew a picture I didn't show James. Chapter 4. The day of the soccer tryouts came up really fast. Mr. McDowell was going to be the coach. He set up the goals at the far end of the grass. You might remember the name I made up for him. We were all lined up ready to show Mr. McDowell how well we could kick the ball into the net. Henry was first. "Henry! Henry! Henry!" "What?" "You're up," said Mr. McDowell. Henry kicked the ball so high and so far that we all just stood there for ages waiting for it to come back down again. When it landed, it rolled right into the goal. Wow! Henry! 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 Bella kicked the ball so hard that it looked like it had been fired out of a cannon. And then it slammed into the back of the net. Wow! Bella! 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 Toby Hogan was up next. His soccer shorts showed off even more of his bum than his school shorts. It was very distracting. Surely he's not going to be that good, I thought to myself. "Watch this, everyone," he said. "I'm going to kick this into the top left corner of the net." Toby ran up to the ball and booted it. "Ha!" I thought as it slammed right into the stuck shop door. But then it rebounded onto the bubbler, bounced on a bin, flung on the fence and shot into the top left corner of the net, just like he said. Goal! Toby, 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 Toby. Wow, they were all so good. Then it was my turn. I made sure my boots were tied up extra tight. Then I ran to the ball and kicked. Oh no, it took off diagonally and headed straight for James' knot. Swoosh! Oops! Sorry, I called out. That's okay, said James. It knocked off a really sticky booger off my finger. Thanks. Mr. McDowell collected the ball and dropped it at my feet. Just try again, Weir, he said. Okay, I said. Kick! Oh no, this time the ball was bounding straight for a pair of squirrels. Finally finished. Smash! Oh, nuts! Oops! Bella patted me on the shoulder. Don't worry, Weir, she said. Just give it one more go. Okay, I said again, once more looking at the goals and lining up the ball. Here goes. Kick. Uh-oh. It flew straight up into a tree. Squawk. Splat. You again? You again? I really wanted to make the team, but my kicking wasn't going so well. Not well at all. I looked at the net again. I know, I'll try out for goalie. Great idea, yeah. I stood in the goal as Blake Green came running towards me, dribbling the ball. He looked like an angry bull that was about to trample me. I ran on the spot and bounced left and right, hoping I'd be able to stop the ball. But how? Then suddenly something flew in my face. Ladybug! I watched my hands around like crazy trying to stop the attack when all of a sudden I heard cheering. Yeah, Weir, what a save. Wow. Huh? I couldn't believe it. I'd accidentally swatted the ball away. I'd saved the goal. Mr. McDowell came up to me and shook my hand. Welcome to the team, goalie. Chapter 5. My crazy family all agreed to help me with a goalie practice before the big game. Mum set up a goal in the backyard for me. I knew you two would come in handy. And everyone took turns kicking the ball. I'm good at a lot of things. Drawing, building cubby houses, laughing at Henry, but I don't think I'm very good at blocking soccer balls. Eek! Ugh. Time for a break. We all went inside to help Dad with his dancing instead. His routine was looking awesome. Mum and I even made him a costume. We made a hat, a shiny vest and a bow tie. Mum loved the costume so much that she ended up making one for her too. That we ended up making one for her too. Ta-da! Dad was finally ready for the big show. Chapter 6. Dad was super excited about the talent quest. We couldn't wait to see him dance. The announcer stepped up on the stage and everyone in the crowd went quiet. Hello and welcome to the Womble Mold Talent Quest. I have a special announcement to make. Enter as pairs and we'll double the prize. That's right. And enter as pairs to win 2 years worth of dog food. Yeah. 2? Wow. Mum looked straight at me. No, I said, not me. Roger should do it. He's cute. Everyone will love him, even if he doesn't get the moves right. My vote's for Weir, said Dad. Me too, said Sally. Me 3, said Granddad. Weir. Oh yeah, did I mention Roger can't say Weir yet? Every time he tries, it comes out sounding like we. Mum took off her paper plate hat and put it on me. Oh man. The first act was Helga, the samples lady from the grocery store. Remember her? Smile! She sang with her sausage dog and its 13 puppies. Old lady, who? Alrighty, woo! The dogs were so cute. Henry's twin brothers were up next. They had prepared a ballet routine. They spun around all over the stage and even ended with one twin picking the other twin up. Wow, gosh, woo! Then it was our turn. Dad decided that because we were a pair of does, our dance act should be called the Dodos. I didn't think this was a great idea because A, dodos aren't very good dancers. B, dodos are extinct. Oh well. Please welcome the Dodos. I followed Dad up onto the stage. I was really nervous, but he wasn't. Everyone was looking at us. The music began and I started to sweat. I spotted Bella and her mum in the crowd. Go, Mr. Doe, go, WeirDo. Dad looked over at me and tipped his hat. I tipped mine back and then we danced. The crowd laughed and laughed. Ha, 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 ha. I didn't really know if they were meant to be laughing, but it didn't matter because they loved us. They cheered so loudly the whole time. I think they especially loved Dad's sprinkler and shopping trolley. And they really liked our itchy bottom squirrel. It was so much fun. Hooray! Yay! Wow! Awesome! After us, there were a bunch of other cool acts, and then it was time to announce the winners. Third prize, 1 week's supply of dog food, goes to the fruit chopping ninja guy. Second prize on the month's supply of dog food goes to Helga and her singing sausage dogs. And first prize for their unforgettable dance act goes to the Dodos. Congratulations! Yeah, woohoo! We did it! Dad's great at dancing, and I guess I'm not so bad either. It took ages filling up the car with our winning 2-year supply of dog food. Once it was all in there, we couldn't barely fit. What are we going to do with it all? Asked Grandad after we'd finally squeezed into the car. Well, think of something, said Mum. Chapter 7. It wasn't easy getting Hank in the car, but I was finally ready for the big game. My teammates think I'm going to be great as the goalie. Mr. McDougall too. He gave me a pair of my very own goalie gloves. Go get him, weirdo. I really hope I do okay. Brrr! The ref blew the whistle and the game began. Bella and Henry were amazing. Henry booted one of his high balls and it landed right in the net. Then Bella kicked the ball so hard and so fast that the other team's goalie had no chance of stopping it. We were winning 2-0. But then their left wing player came running towards me with the ball. He ran past Claire, he ran past Toby, and soon it was just me. The boy was real fast. I started stepping side to side. I didn't know what to do. He kicked it right at me and I ducked it. Then the ball went in. The other team had scored. I wanted to run away and hide, but I didn't want to let my team down. I looked over at Dad. Go Weir! He was so proud of me just for giving it a go. He was jumping up and down and cheering me on. Even throwing in some of his winning dance moves. Suddenly, I had the best idea ever. Soon, another guy came charging straight towards me with the ball. I could feel the sweat dripping down my face. He kicked the ball and it shot at me like a bullet. But instead of ducking, I did Dad's sprinkler dance move. Bam! I blocked the ball. Wow, great save! Moments later, a girl was charging towards me with the ball. She dribbled left and right and then left again, then booted the ball to my right. I did Dad's snake move. Bam! I blocked the ball again. Wow, another great save. We were still 1 goal ahead with only a few minutes to go. I just couldn't let one more in. And then, in the final moments of the match, the left wing was back. He looked more determined than ever to get one past me, but I was more determined to stop him. He smashed the ball out to the goal, and I tried my biggest move. The killer whale. I leaped out to the side and came crashing down on the grass, and then I looked up. The ball was in my arms. I'd saved it. Brrr! That was the whistle. We won! WeirDo, 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 WeirDo. I'd never been happier to hear my name. What an awesome game! Victory dance. My whole family was still celebrating as we drove home. We are the champions. Mum said there was one stop we had to make on the way. We pulled up outside the home of Alga, the sample lady with the singing sausage dogs. Mum and Dad got all the dog food out of the car. Helga needs these dog food more than we do. Mum and Dad were inside Helga's place for a long time. When they came out again, Dad was still carrying half the dog food, and Mum was carrying something too. Meet the newest member of the Doe family. Mum and Dad had brought us a puppy, Lick. What did we call him? Fido. That's the end of this episode. And don't worry, I'll read some more books to you. Just watch my next episode, which is coming soon. See you later.